doing is I'm going to be showing you the best ways on how to get money and how to chill out and get money quickly. Now, there's a couple of ways you can get money. The first one is you can buy or sell a car, and then the second one is to do missions. Now, I need to go check this car back in the garage real quick. But whilst I'm going to do that, I'll show you some of the cars that you can sell and some of the cars that you can't sell. Oh, I didn't just hit my thing. Alright, no I didn't. I just got to remember which is which. So this car, you can't actually sell. This red one right next to me. And so basically any sports cars you can't sell, like that orange one, exact same as the other one. But yeah, so I don't know, you can sell that one. But yeah, I can't sell that one. But yeah, so basically the inverted quirt, the normal quirts, the benefact, so I thought there was a car in there. I think you can sell them for at least 4x4. Like, no, you can't. Yeah, you can. Sorry. There's like a 4x4. This one, I don't think you can sell that.
Hey babe, I did it.
And then you can sell the Boulevard Banshee, of course. Oh, I'll scratch my car then. This is not the witness form for this car, but oh well. Let's take a little shortcut. Okay. But yeah, different missions give you different amount of prices as well, so... Oh yeah. So that's my Power Gun Armoured. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the Duke of Death out, drive around, see if I can find a car that might give you enough money. Perfect. What lights do I have on that? Oh, what is that? So let's quickly get this car real quick. Quickly do a robbery. Let's just hope. Oh, thank God. No, not turn off. But yeah, I'll show you how to get all the missions up and all of that. But yeah, so let's go sell this. I'll show you all the different prices that you get from the cars as well. So we might be here for a while, but oh well. Well, there's 3 possible ways you can actually get money. Well, no, 4, but 3 decent ones. First one is heists, like a KFC car, human labs raid and stuff like that. Second one is selling vehicles, and then the third one, oh crap. And the third one is doing missions. And yes, guarantee that looks like a nice car base now.
What can the best mechanic in
I
LS
think
do for
you
you?
can sell this.
Should be running better than ever.
So let's fix it real. Yeah, so this will give you 7,000. Not the best, but and also this method does take you a long time to do. No car that. Oh, I need to put my hood up. Inspect how of by outfit. Oh. I don't know where this thing is. Hit. Oh. Alright, there you go. So now what I need to do. Actually, hold on. Let me call my mechanic. Actually, no. Let's get in this car. Let's get in this car. Go to Gerald. This is an electric car. I hate this car. I might nick that red one, to be honest. Yeah, so this red car here is... You can get a Simeon version of this as well. Like Simeon or one. And you will get the police, it's just how this one's not one of them. I was just... Please don't be a Simeon car. Oh, of course it's a Simeon car. Oh, let's turn the radio off real quick. And the worst thing as well, any damage caused to the Simeon vehicles isn't free. You have to repair it with your own money as well, which kind of sucks. Oh god, I'm getting messages here and there. Alright, so... And also not only that, this is possibly the best route in order to get rid of them if you're near this place. Really what you can do is just sit here for a minute, wait until the cops go, and then get like that. Or you can ring up Leicester by putting up your phone, go to contacts, and scroll down to where it says Leicester. Yes, guaranteed it will cost a bit of money, but I mean, maybe not. Sometimes it doesn't. And if you do get rid of the cops beforehand, it will eventually say that, because Leicester will get annoyed. And basically what you do is, for the Simeon vehicles, is yes, you get about 20k depending on what car it is, and if it's been damaged. Now, the thing with Simeon vehicles is you can put any colour or any wrap on it. For instance, I go with the chrome only because it looks nice, or I go with the metallic blue, or ultra blue and the lime green. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you if this is part of a Simeon car, because of thingy. Because you did have the police on you for that one, so I'd imagine it would be Simeon's car. And yes, this car can also be, yeah. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go with the ultra. I'm going to go all the way down to the blue, if I can find it. Oh no, and then I want to go down to the right, it's no, so it's not a metallic. So it's a blue. I think it's it's an ultra blue with pearlescent green. So it's this sort of colour. It's metallic ultra blue, I think it is. Is it ultra blue? No. Alright, so let's go on to it, and then what you want to do is you want to drive all the way down to the docks to where the S is without damaging the car. Now yes, guaranteed you can't hit anyone either, because that'll be classed as damage. And you have to drive carefully as well, so if you're one of the people that like to rag it around like what I am, you will have to actually take care, as long as you know, or if you know how to drive very well, you will have to drive carefully and make sure you don't crash. Now the thing with the Simeon cars is not all cars will give you the same price. for instance, this car will give me about 20k, 20 to 25k, depending on how much damage it's got. If it's got a little bit of damage on it, it might be 19.7k, depending on the make and model. Now, Simeon is kind of fussy. He will give you an entire list of cars. For instance, I don't actually have the list, but he didn't actually text me it. Now, as you can see, I am driving really carefully. Because not that I need the money. I have over 800k in my bank, but I will have to fix this at some point. Now, there is actually a shop over here, and if you go all the way to there, and you have hurt or damaged the car at all, you can just go over there. Depending on how much damage is caused to the car, it will be a certain amount of price, as you may already know. Now, the best thing to do whilst driving is, if you've got a nice long straight, you don't want to rug it around, and you definitely don't want to crash like I just did there. Now, I have only just come onto GTA, and this is actually the first tutorial I'll be making. The next tutorial might actually be on how to get your cocaine and weed farm and your fraudulent cash business started up, and that will be in another video, and that is probably going to take a good amount of hours to set up and all of that, and I will need to grind to get money. And this is actually going to be a long stream, and because I'm going to be showing you different techniques, I'm going to be showing you everything basically and how to get money. Now, what you want to do is, if you do end up damaging the car, you want to drive carefully and make sure you don't damage it again, because that will mean that you will lose a lot more money, and you will need to go back and forth a few times. And even if it's just like you've done a jump by accident, you don't want to end up doing that. And also, if there's traffic, you want to wait until the traffic's gone and then drive by it, or you can just take the scenic route, which is slightly shorter or faster route depending on which one you go. You can go the long way around, but you need to make sure you don't destroy the car. Now, I'd imagine this car, because it's a sports... Okay, looks like I'm on back. Because it's a sports car, it might actually give me 25k. But if it doesn't, then oh well. So I'm gonna quickly run back, fix it, because I've bloody dented the entire front. It's not the best, but I mean, oh well, things happen. But it's not the best. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you already know this, but the KFC could, depending on what you get, you can get over $1 million. Now, it don't even have to be, like, the bare bonds will actually give you 900k, and then on hard it will give you 990,000. But either way, it's not the best. The best thing you can possibly get on the KO Freaker is possibly the Emerald Panther statue. That on hard is possibly around 2 to 3 million, and then on normal it's 1.9. And that and the primary objectives don't actually take up any space. So if you get it on hard mode, then you're going to have a hefty amount of money to play with. Now, even though I haven't actually got the Emerald Panther, I know how much rare it is, and it is one of the most rarest primary objectives on the KO Freaker you can get. It doesn't actually spawn very regularly, so you might, if you get it, then there's 1 in 10 chance you're gonna get it. But it is a really nice panther, and sometimes whilst you're doing the KO Freaker, the panther will actually be out of its cage. You might see it, and it might see you, but do not worry, it can't actually harm you in any shape or form. Yes, guaranteed it might give you a heart attack every now and again, but I mean, that's what happens. So I mean, and also there's another way on how to get money, and that's going around robbing stores, which I will do. but I am going to have my armoured chroma for that. Or I might have a different car that is a lot quicker and that I might be able to outrun the police in. Now, even though some of you might not have guns yet, it might actually be a challenge for you. And if you don't have guns yet, then I feel bad for you, because you should already have guns. But I'm not going to judge you, because you could have just started the game. So I mean, and if you aren't, and you're like God knows what level, and you still don't have guns, then I'm going to be a bit concerned. So what I want to do, I don't want to scratch the car at all. You don't want to do anything to damage the car. Even the speed bumps, you don't want to go flying over them. And just because I like to see how fast these cars are, I like to test them out and go down here and just go full speed as fast as I can. Sometimes I like to double clutch it, like what I've just done now, which also makes the car go quicker, but it's not overly quick. Now, the only problem with these cars is, as you're going to see now, they don't actually pay you that much money.
Good find, man.
And yes, this is not my normal character, but I'm using it for the stream. Now, as you can see, that gave me 15,140. Now, yes, guaranteed it's not the best amount of prices, but I mean, yeah, still gives you money. And then, not only that, you should also get a extra 2,000, depending on what you got. And if you didn't, then bad luck. Yes, I am driving a Futo as well, which is one of the worst cars in the game, even though it is a good drifting car if you know the right stuff to put on it. Now, I think I've still got my Futo. I'm not actually sure. I'll check, and if I do, I will show you it. But what I need to do is get back on this road. And that's not only that, the Futo bends very easily. Now, I might not be able to do the KFC setups or the heist itself and show you how much you can get from it, and the potential take as well, because it will give you a potential take and it will give you your actual cut. Now, yes, guaranteed Pavel and Lester do help you set up the KFC car. No, so they do help you set up different heists. Now, even though Pavel is a massive help during the KFC car, he only takes about £2,000. Now, as in with Lester, he takes basically all of it, which leaves you a short amount of money, so you can't get anything. So I'm going to do a Lester mission, and I'm going to do Gerald. I'm going to try and do the KFC car. Yes, it might be a long stream, but I mean, as long as I'm helping you guys on how to get money, I don't really mind. And the KFC car will be for those that do have a lot of money, over 2-3 million, and don't know what to do with it. Now, yes, guaranteed the submarine itself is 2.2 million, and the helicopter is about 500k. But either way, it still costs a lot of money in total, and it isn't the best. But as you can see, I've just got a message off of Simeon saying, can you collect these cars? These cars aren't going to be the best, but I mean, Boulevard Banshee, the Comet, and the... oh god, I'm not going to get any of them. But I've already gotten enough.
Hey, I know we've got that other thing.
And you will also get calls from Lester and a couple of others. I'm going to nick this Dodge Hellcat or Dodge Challenger. I think this might be one of Simeon's cars, to be honest though. If it's not, then oh well. But hopefully it is, hopefully it is. Okay, it's not one of his cars. Which is good. I'm just gonna search around, seeing if I can find Simeon's Banshee, and if I do, then fair game. This is probably gonna be annoying. No, it's not fair enough. So, but this is actually quite a nice car, not gonna lie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive over to my other garage. I'm going to get one of my other cars, and that looks like one of Simeon. I want to say it's one of his cars, but it's not, so... But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive over to my garage, I'm going to get one of my cars, and then I'm going to do some more missions. I am going to do a few missions, like only so, and then you can see how much you get in total. Yeah, lost. So now I've got rid of them two. I'm not going to be able to let in sight because of the cops. Now that, yes, guaranteed I should have just left him, but... if you know me, then you know that I won't never leave him, and I'm gonna have to call Lester just so I can get my car. Now, this is probably gonna be the dumbest reason what I'm gonna do, but I mean,
if it isn't my creepy silent friend.
yeah.
Oh, hey,
So there you go.
you're in trouble.
It'll be 200,
Okay, I'll
depending
deal with
on
it.
how much you get, and if it's not 200, then you're lucky, or not. Now, okay, so there's my photo. Yes, this is filled with the Pariah, the Batchy, the Gran Turismo, Zentorno, the GTX, and the Taurus, and also I have the inverted Quet, the Futo, and also the LG Retro Custom. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into my Pariah, because that's the fastest car that I have so far. And also it sounds beautiful as well. So what we're gonna do is and also what you want to do is, if you're gonna try and get onto the online game missions, what you want to do is you want to click options if you're on PS4, or start, I think it is, on Xbox. Go on to jobs, go on to play job, go on to Rockstar Created, and then go down to missions. Yes, I have done a few of these, but what you want to do is you want to go on to any that you haven't done that is a 1 to 2 person job. If you can't, then fair enough. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up one of the jobs that I haven't already done, and I'm going to do that and show you what it's like. Yes, guaranteed this is going to be an entire new mission to me. I'm going to put it on hard as well. I'm going to turn off the radio. I purchased super heavy armor, and I am going to play the job. Now, it will pop up with a warning saying, are you sure you want to start this job on your own? You want to accept that if you're on your own, or if you need help, then you want to click circle and invite one of your friends. Now, in order to do this, what you're going to want to do is you want to go all the way up to the checkpoint where that is, and you want to go get the car. Yes, guaranteed there's going to be a lot of gunfire, but if you have a good car and good weapons, that should not be a problem for you. But if you're not a good driver, like what I am not a good driver, but you want to get to the guys quickly, you want to use your Sparrow. Now, that is if you can, but you can't use it during the thing, which is actually kind of annoying, because I would easily take my Sparrow and go get him within minutes. Now, you are going to want to chase after him and get the guy back, and I'd imagine there's going to be a set time after a certain amount of time period, but if there's not, then you're lucky, because I usually have a time period. Now, I shouldn't really be doing it in this car, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. This is my fastest car so far. So, and also not only that, the Ocelot Pariah is one of the fastest car in the game. So, with a top speed of 135, I think it is. I might be wrong on that. Someone's gonna have to check it. Jesus Christ, I'm like, that's one way now not to drive, kids. But yeah, once you catch up to him, you are going to want to take out the leading driver, and that will then kick out the driver, and then you're going to want whoever takes over. Now if you don't do that, then that's going to suck, which are going to lead you within doing other stuff just to get the guy. And as you can see, I'm not the best of drivers, but I mean, it is what it is. So I need to check on the map. And then so what I want to do is I'm just going to want to follow the road, catch up to him, and then take out the leading driver. Now what I can do is I could go off-road. That might actually be the better bet, to be honest with you, but I am going to have to go up a mountain. Now if you are lucky and you do have an off-road car for this, then do it. I do have an off-road car, but I'm not going to use it. So, and also that is a stupid idea, but I mean, it is what it is. So then what you're wanting to do is you want to climb up whatever mountain face you've got, or whatever challenge you've got. Yes, guaranteed it might be difficult. I'm not climbing up that thing. But yeah, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get up to the guy, chase after the people that are trying to get him, take them out, and then get the dude. I am not the best at driving. But yeah, you do want to be careful, but not too careful, because it is your own personal vehicle, and then you can do whatever the hell you want. But if you can't and you do need to follow the road, then go ahead, but it depends on how good your driving is and if you can drive off-road well. And if you can't, then I feel bad, because and it is hard though, so don't think I'm judging you or anything. I'm not like that sort of person. I respect everyone who plays GTA and everyone who wants to play GTA, because we need GTA's need to blow back up. Yes, guaranteed it has more players than what Minecraft does and any other game that I know, but it is still a good game. And GTA is actually one of the hardest games, but it's basically a pay-to-win game. Now, some people are going to be like, why are you taking off-road, you shouldn't be doing that, this, that and the other, but it is still what it is, because I want to get there as quickly as possible and make sure I don't die, and I want to make sure he doesn't die in order to save him. Now I don't know where these guys are going. I don't know if I've got to cross the river or something like that. But I am actually going to take a scenic route, because I know what way they're going, and I can calculate their exact positioning of the place that they're going, and I can intercept them and cut them off. Now yes, guaranteed I might not be able to get there instantly, but it is what it is. And this is mostly one of the best cars that I own, and I do actually have already destroyed it. But yes, guaranteed it's going to be hard, and yes, I am not going to have the best of guns, but it's what it is. And you are wanting to go and get there as quickly as possible, and if you don't have any good guns, then try and use whatever sort of gun you have possible, because you're going to want to. Now this might be actually be a two-parter, because this is going to be like a 3-hour video, and if it's not, then I'm gonna have to cram a lot of stuff in the space of a few hours. And it's still going to be like an hour's long, an hour maybe two, depending on what I do and if I can actually get there in time. Now I am going to be messing around a little bit here and there, but that will be nothing compared to what me and my mates do. Now I am about to cut these guys off, because I'm 2.2 miles away from the exact destination what they're going to be going, if I'm not wrong, which I am. I don't know why they've stopped there, but that might be the place what they're going to go and save him from, but if it's not, then I don't know what I'm going to do. Now what you want to do is you want to go and look on your map and see if there's any scenic routes you can go. Now for this one you're going to want to go down this way, or you can just follow your sat nav depending on what one you want to do. And you are going to want to go all the way down there and check. And yes, you are going to want to go off-road a little bit, and it will make it a lot harder. But either way, you're still going to be able to get there, because no matter what, they're going to stop at that exact destination. And yes, guaranteed, some people are going to say, well, Xbox and PlayStation are completely different, this, that and the other, you get different stories and all that. But it's actually not. You get the same stuff, but different, in different times. Unless you're doing story mode. So, this is going to end up with one of us going to get killed, most likely me, because I'm not the best shooter, but I will try my best not to die. Now, if I don't die along the way, because I've done something very stupid and I have gone down that cliff face. It's not even a cliff face, it's just like a hill face, depending on what. But this is going to be very bad, because we've gone into the police station and I don't know what we'll do. And also we will fail the mission a couple of times because we're not the best at driving. Now, what you're going to want to do is you want to go restart that and try and get to him as fast as possible. So I'm going to restart that, and I'm going to go and put a marker down for the prison. Yes, guaranteed it's going to take a little bit longer, but yeah, so what you're gonna want to do is you want to, if you got a hood, then put your hood up. And if you do have a good off-road car, like I've already said, you're gonna want to use that. And this is actually going to be a hold up, I think they're going a different route. No, they're going the same route. And this is actually going to be harder because I'm going to have to shoot out the tyres, and I'm not sure what I'm going to use. Really what I should have used is my other car that has got guns on it, preferably my arena war car, but then again. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to use my micro SMG, or my mini SMG, depending on what you want to call it. And if you do destroy your car at any point, just turn off your lights because it will make it look more sketchy. And also, it would be my opinion, you don't have to do that, because I'm a bad driver. But what you want to do is you're going to want to go onto the opposite side of the road, and you're going to want to drive there. Yes, you're going to have to swerve in and out of traffic, but that's going to be part of the game, because you're going to want to go head-on collision with the other people and make sure that they don't get away. But then again, oh Jesus, but you don't want to do what I just did and shoot like that. But yes, this is going to go on a very hard collision course, and I might end up dying. But if I do end up dying, then that is my fault, because I'm on the opposite side of the road, and this is possibly the most dangerous route you can possibly go on this mission. And I can actually see this and you are going to want to shoot the bus driver, or shoot the wheels out. I don't know who I just killed, but I probably just killed the wrong person. Okay, so then what you want to go on and do is you want to pull on the brakes. And you're going to want to get him in your car and make sure you run. Now, this is actually going to take a little bit of time to do, because you're going to have a police helicopter and you're going to have a 3-star wanted level. Now, and then what you want to do is, if you do want to lose the cops quickly, all you want to do is you want to go up here and go on the train track. Yes, guaranteed there's going to be a train coming, and that is a train right there. But in order to do this, you are going to want to have to get on the train, And yes, you're not going to be able to get off, but it is what it is. And yes, you're going to lose a couple of doors along the way, but I would call left up if I was able to, which I'm going to try and do that now. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to though, only because it's join a mission, and also you can't call him and get rid of the police like that. It is going to end up
Hey, it's Lester. I don't listen to my messages, but I probably listen to yours. Do with that as...
So what you want to do is you want to camp little somewhere, make sure that no one sees you. If there is a police helicopter, try and avoid it at all costs, only because it will end up finding you. Now if it ends up not finding you, and you do have a homing missile, what you're going to want to do is you want to go and aim at it and then shoot it. Yes, guaranteed that's going to get the cops on you, but it is end up going to then making you lose them, because there's not going to be a police helicopter in the area, and then that's going to leave you with no police. Yes, guaranteed you can go straight down, which I'm going to do, because I want to try and get rid of the cops as quickly as possible and make sure I do the mission. Yes, if you do crash, you're going to say a certain amount of stuff, and some of it may be bad language, but if you've played story mode then you should know. Well, and then what you want to do is you want to go take him over to Lester's warehouse, and you should see Lester or one of his clients called Molly, and if you do, then guaranteed happy days. Oh Jesus Christ, that was not meant to happen. Yes, I have now just double clutched it, so then we can get there a little bit quicker. This isn't fully maxed out, sadly, but it is what it is. So, and also not only that, because I've knocked my wheel or my car about a little bit, it is going to end up turning itself. And depending on the damage that you've done, it is going to turn a certain amount to the left or to the right. No, to the right or the left. Now, guaranteed if you do have 100% armor, it will still do that, depending on if you do more damage to it. And what you want to do is you want to drive over there, try not to do anything radical like this, and shoot, because he will end up getting scared. Now, and you will also get the cops on you. Hi. And what you're going to want to do is if there's a cop in front of you, you want to pull over and stop there for a minute. And if there's not, then but this might actually be hard. Yes, guaranteed there's going to be a lot of people there, but I do know the way to Lester's warehouse. Now, yes, guaranteed some people might not have a quick car or a fast car, but it doesn't really matter. Now, as long as I lose the cops, we should be fine. So what you're going to want to do is you want to go up here, and there will be a copper there, sadly, which will make it 10 times worse. But what you want to do is you just want to try and blend in with the civilians, stop at red lights if you want to, or you can just go through it slowly and make sure you avoid every police contact. And I will also be doing 3 different live streams doing different endings to the GTA 5 story mode, and I'm going the completely opposite direction. And I will be doing, I think I will do the Michael one first, only because that's the saddest, or I might save that one to the end. No one knows. But each of them are hard to do, and they are very sad. Now, yes, guaranteed if you do get emotional, then don't watch it. I've just gone the wrong way, because it will end up making you cry a little. But yeah, I will actually be using a different car for the next mission I do, only because this car is not the best and I'm not used to driving it, so I need to go up that bit. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and turn around, only because why not, and let's not do that. Yes, guaranteed. I'm gonna say if they come after me, I'm gonna have to end up killing them, and I don't want to have to do that. Oh god damn it, that didn't go.
Alright, thanks, eh?
But yeah, so you're gonna want to end up doing that. That will give you 14,910, and it will give you a good amount of XP as well. Not the best, but so I'm gonna purchase super heavy armor. I'm gonna do Novo only because I want to get this done as quickly as possible. And what I'm gonna or if you do have actually done any of these, what you want to do is you want to go over to free mode and then go on to, hold up 1 second guys, but yeah, so what you're gonna want to do is you're not gonna want to hold up a rocket propelled grenade, and you'll want to gonna end up trying to get back to your car depending on where it is, or you want to fall down the hill like what I just did. Now yes, guaranteed it's gonna actually chuck you down here. It is not going to be that bad, because as long as you follow the route that I go, you should actually be fine. And all you want to do is you want to press up against the wall and try and get over. Yes, it might chuck you down and end up doing that a couple of times, but it will be worth it. Alright, so this might actually be bad depending on how you do it. So you want to, I've lost my car here. Hold up. So what I want to do is I want to put my vehicle away, ring my mechanic, get my actual car that I'm going to use for the next time mission, and do it like that. Not my armor, I'm going to use my revolver.
It's coming at you. Okay, I got stuff to do.
And you want to go and wait for your car. You just shoot over there.
Film that shit!
And yes, this was last week's podium car, and it is a nice car. But guaranteed it's not going to be the best. I'm going to turn off the radio. I'm going to want to stop here. And I am going to want to go into online, and I'm going to do jobs, play job. Not. And then what you want to do is you want to do this, do that. And you want to go and do the same thing like you did then. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus name, gonna get coffee. Alright, so what you want to go and do is you want to do the same thing as what you did last time and do the mission. Yes, guaranteed, but no, I've got Allison. Not bad.
Hurry! Don't you know I can't go on after
Oh, Repo job. Let's go.
Hola, papá.
Hola, papa. Yes, I'm going to be texting because my friend said to do this video, and she was actually the one to suggest it. Yeah. And I am actually sent her the live stream. Ooh. But yeah, so what I'm gonna want to do is, you want to drive over to the guy or the car. I do actually have the Untitled Chapter as well. Yes, guaranteed it's not the best of cars, but it is what it is. Now, this is gonna end up in a gunfight because what you're gonna want to do. What you're gonna want to do is you want to do that, and then you want to kill whoever comes after you. Yes, it's gonna end up in a gunfight, and I should have said this beforehand. But what you want to do is you want to get into the car, turn your personal vehicle, and then just drive to the dealership. And yes, you are gonna get shot a couple of times, but this is all part of the mission. Now, they are gonna get into vehicles and chase you. There are gonna be people on the way chasing you. And you're gonna wanna dodge them, swerve out the way, this, that and the other, and get to there in one piece. Make sure you try and lose them, and if you can, throw down any sort of explosive you have and get to there as quickly as possible. Now, I'm not the best at driving, but I am doing well so far, in my opinion anyway. And you want to go and park it up here. Now, that will actually be the end of the mission. It was a very short mission, so don't actually worry. Simeon will come out and will give you all this.
If you know what I mean, peace and love. You have done me proud.
And then we'll actually be gunshots on the back. And we have just passed the mission. You're not going to get very much for this. You're only going to get £4,580. But I am now going to try and see if this carefree will work, and if it does work, then by all means. So what I'm going to want to do is you want to go down to free mode, and this is going to be for the this is going to want to be for the higher levels that have a lot of money that don't know what to do with it. Now, if you don't have 2.2 mil to buy the submarine, do not worry, just sweat heist, ask your friend to do it and give him 85%. Yes, guaranteed, that will be a big ask, but I have actually done it myself, and I'm giving my friend 85% every time I do the heist. But in order to get the thing, what you want to do is you want to go down to services, secure serve, register for CEO, or go down to the motorbike club and do it like that. And if you do have the Sparrow, what you want to do is you want to do that, and then do not put that code in that I have put in for my thing. It does not work. I need to change that, and that's what I want to do now, but I'm not going to do it just yet. Jesus Christ. I'm not the best at driving, but oh well. So I told who drive it was. But yeah, so what we want to do is, this is possibly the best idea on what to do. You want to fly over to Vespucci and request the Casaca. It will take a few minutes to spawn, but do not worry, just fly around aimlessly. And if you do find it, do not shoot it, do not worry. And it should pop up on your radar. Yes, this might not work because there is a glitch going around where you don't actually get into the Casaca. you just, well, get onto the chaotic island. You just do it, and then nothing happens. It goes into the loading screen, and then you cut back into the actual game. Now, if it does do that, you will see what I mean. If it doesn't, I will show you how to get to the secure tower and all of that. But this might actually be a two-part, depends. Anyway guys, if you do like the video, be sure to like, subscribe, turn up on notifications as well so you're kept up to more daily YouTube live streams and more. And also guys, don't forget to hit that share button as well. And if you do have any questions, leave it in the comments down below. I think my thing's being stupid. No, it's not. But yeah, and it will say go to Kudo, Lago, or Largo, whatever you want to pronounce, however you pronounce it, and sometimes it does do a glitch where it chucks you into first person. I'm definitely gonna get copyrighted for that. Yeah, so it's chucked me in there. Yeah, I do hit my submarine with a missile to say goodbye. For now, because there's no doubt about it, that's gonna say come up with everything there again. But yeah, so what you want to do is you want to go down here. And you will actually have people that are shooting at you. What you want to do is you're going to want to dig them out with your homing missiles if you have any, like so. Yes, guaranteed that is possibly the most aggressive possible way possible, but it gets the job done. Now this is going to be for the higher levels, and I am actually possibly going to die from this, but okay. So what you want to do is you want to do this, go over here and get into the plane. You are going to want to move your thing as well, or return it back to the thing, the Kasaka, but do not worry, and this will actually do the glitch. But yeah, what you want to do is you want to get a good run up, relatively good as well, because the plane will cut out, and the Venom is not the best plane. It's only a 5-seater plane. Yes, guaranteed the doors does not shut on this mission or heist, but it is a good one. Yes, guaranteed. This is very bright for me. Don't know about you guys, but it's very bright. So what you want to do is you don't want to mess around like what I do in the plane. You want to just fly there normally. Don't try and be smart like me and try and do a touch and go in the plane, which is basically where you do this, if I'm going to do it, where you touch the ground with the plane and then you fly off. And you, after a certain amount of time, you will actually get a timer on the bottom right hand side of your screen, and Pavel will say hurry up Capitan before we miss your entry point, and it will pop up with a message on the screen as well. But then again, as I said before I started this up, this is for the higher level only, and well, not only for the higher level, but if you got enough money then you can buy it. As you can see, I am only level 76. I've had this for about 6-7 levels, maybe more, depending on how long ago it was. but I have been absolutely loving this game so far and loving this mission. Or heist, it gives you the most money out of every single thing you can do, apart from Pacific Standard if you do it correctly. Now, yes, guaranteed the Pacific Standard you need 4 people, but on this you can get anything you want if you do it solo. But guaranteed the more people you have, the better chances of getting more money and more gold and all of that, etc, etc. And the hacking is actually hard. During the setups you are going to get into a gunfight and you're going to have to shoot down a helicopter if you have the right equipment. Yes, guaranteed it's going to be a hard one, but either way you're going to have to kill the driver or shoot the helicopter. Yes, guaranteed it is a very nice helicopter, and you're not going to want to do it. You're going to want to follow the helicopter until you get to a certain stage, and it will take you downwards and it will show you an Avenger, and you want to take out all of the guards inside and then get into the Avenger, take out the 2 guards there, find out where the equipment is, find it, pick it up and go back to your ship. And as you can see, yo, what's up dudes? Why is it so fucking dark, dude? But yeah, so I'm going to show you how to get to the satellite dish, and I'm going to show you how to hack and this, that and the other. Yes, guaranteed this is actually going to give me a lot of money. I'm going to come out with about, depending on what I get, I'm going to come out with a good amount of money. Oh god, wrong curtain. Now I can actually see. But yeah, so you will actually have this cutscene, and if you do get spotted, they will hit you in the chest with your gun, and it is going to be a hard mission. But I will show you the other ways on how to get money as well. This is not going. I'll show you all of them over again, apart from the caretaker, because you've got to wait a certain amount of hours. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly put my other. There, voila. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my way all the way over to the communications tower, and I'm gonna hack into there and look around. Yes, guaranteed I do this quite a lot, and I have done a live stream on the caretaker, but that did not end too well. I ended up kicking out, or getting kicked off the island, and it did not end best. And also my friend Tyler was also not too pleased, but it is what it is. Now, yes, guaranteed the cameras are actually not the best, but you are going to want to avoid them and come the route that I go, and without dying preferably, because that will actually help you. And now that I've done, I'm going to have to get into a... There's no cars there. Alright, so that sucks. So what I'm going to do is I'll jump in this car, and this is going to be the harder part, because I'm going to have to drive all the way back there and then drive all the way back. And like I said earlier on, I'm going to show you how to do other stuff as well, like get like weed farm, this, that and the other. And I'm going to show you how much you need for yeah, rip indeed. That actually kind of hurt. But for God's sake, I'm not minding that the plants on the thing on the island are actually rock solid, so they will actually kill you, as you just witnessed. But there's a certain amount of ways that you can go. I'm going to try and get the motorbike back and get over this thing if I don't die. Perfect, 360. And you're going to want to try stay out of the visions, the kind of visions, and make sure you don't get spotted, because like I said, you will end up getting hit. Now I've just got to find the bike, which is going to end up being a challenge. I don't actually know where the bike... I think it's back here. Oh, new clothing's unlocked. There it is. See the bloody thing poking out. If I end up dying again, then I'm actually gonna end up crying. But yeah, see, Jesus Christ, I nearly had a heart attack. So what you want to do is you want to come this way, And also, not only that, on the KOP you can actually poison the guards. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But I am going to have to get off my bike because the cameras can somehow hear you as well as see you. And if I'm not wrong, you want to come down here. And if I'm in the right spot, yes I am. But I'm about to get caught, which is going to suck. No I'm not, never mind. Oh, god damn it, that's behind me. Alright, so I trapped myself in the corner there. All I need is for that dude up there in that watchtower to not look, or I would snipe him if I had my sniper. But they take all your weapons. Alright, so what I want to do is, you want to run over here. And then there should be a poison. If there's not, then you've probably most likely already picked it up. So, and it should be like a glowing box or something like that. Voila. As you can see there, right in the corner, you want to walk over to it, not stand on the table. You want to pick it up. It is actually cutting powder, and then what you want to do is you want to make your way over here. I think. If not, then that's going to suck. So what you're going to want to end up doing is you want to end up going over here, getting on there. Preferably try and drive there if you can. If not, then don't particularly worry. And it will. So what you want to do is you want to come up here like so. I would say hit any guard you can, but don't, because you'll end up getting spotted, and that's not going to be the best idea. As if you've got the poison, they will actually take the poison off of you. This isn't the place that you're meant to be going. Yes, guarantee I should actually know, but I think it's that. At this point I might just drive around trying to find it. But I'm gonna have to wait until that dude stops looking. Jesus Christ, this game gives you a heart attack every time. As well, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to wait until he stops looking, or you can go down there, depending on what way you want to do it. But either way, you can actually find it. But if there is a car coming, just try and get out of the road or out of sight. Yes, it is going to be a bit harder if you're on this. It's actually going to be possibly one of the longest tutorial videos that I've ever actually done, because this is going to be the only one that I've ever actually done, which would make sense. And yes, guaranteed I'm going near the actual El Rubio Tower, but this is where you need to go to in order to poison the guards. And this is basically like a 2-in-1 tutorial, one on how to poison the guards and 2 on how to get money. And if you do enjoy this video at any point during the video, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications and all. So what you're gonna want to do is not get caught, don't get caught. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to go and climb up the ladder. Preferably don't get spotted like what I nearly got caught. And then climb up the second set of ladders. So what you want to do is you want to stand up here, click right on D-pad, and then go, and you will actually get the powder out of your back pocket. You will actually chuck it in there, and you will actually chuck the box in there. Do not let your friends go near the hole, because you will end up locking them in there. And this will actually make the guards a lot easier to kill. Yes, guaranteed it will make it harder for you, but it will make it easier as well, because the guards will also be poisoned, and also it will be a lot better for you because it will make sure you get the right stuff. And if you do, what you want to do is you want to hide, make sure you don't get spotted. And if you do nearly get spotted, what you want to do is you want to stay as still as possible. And then what you want to do is you want to click triangle or Y, as it is on PlayStation, or PlayStation is triangle and Y is on Xbox. Now, what you want to do, if you haven't already done the hack, what you want to do is you want to make your way over to the communications tower, and make sure you find, there's going to be like a little grey box you're going to end up wanting to look for, and it's going to say click right on D-pad in order to hack it. So what you want to do is there's a 9 in 10 chance that the guy's not going to be there. If he's not, then don't actually worry. As you can see, it's that grey box here. What you want to be looking for is this box right over here. When you find it, it will come up with a message saying click right on D-pad to hack, and you'll actually end up having to hack it. Yes, gang, you're gonna have to get a specific thing as well in order to get the actual thing. So what you want to do is do this. So you want to do 90. Yes, what you want to do is you want to try and get preferably bang on the number. And if you don't, then don't actually worry. There you go. As you can see, I've already done it. I'm going to end this part here, so it's going to be part 1, and then I'm going to do part 2 later on. If you did like this video at any time, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on post